As it stands, a Boeing 737 has crashed into JCB Kevin Quarry, and a section of it has landed with multiple passengers on board, some alive, some injured, and some sadly deceased. What the people taking part in the exercise don't know yet is that that crash was caused by a light aircraft, a Cessna, taking off its wing in a mid-air collision. But it's really important to do things like this to prepare us for these incidents. We need to be ready for it, and we need to be ready to respond to it jointly with our partners. So that's what this is about, preparing our teams should the worst ever happen.
So far, the first ones that's attended, the crew have gone down, instant commander, to find out information he can. He's already briefed this crew by the radio that he wants a line of those laying out to deliver foam.
You're doing the casualty assessments now, you're looking at making some room, getting seats out. Got ya. Get the debris moved out of the way as well if you can. Create some space, create some room. A bit of a plan as to what we're going to do next. Again, creating some space inside the aircraft and getting people out in a controlled manner. We're going to liaise with the ambulance service for that, so we're waiting on them to turn up as well.
We've done our initial triage. Yeah, we've worked what we wanted to do. Medical professionals are in. We sort of let them call the shots, and we'll cut seats and whatever when required.
So we managed to get all the casualties that were P1, P2, P3 categorised out of the fuselage into a holding area where they've currently been treated. Any casualties that are not breathing, they've been currently assessed in situ by the ambulance service. Just the plan now is to sort of look ahead and see how we can get the casualties from here now to a hospital to be treated, and that's what we're working on now.
We've got to triage, treat and extricate the patients. The most poorly and still viable will obviously come out first, and just assessing the situation and feeding that back to tactical command so that they can progress with the incident as such.
Interoperability is very important in the sense that we have a combined plan and we know where our limits are and what capabilities we've got, so we can sort of jointly work to achieve the same objective of saving lives. So again, if we set the objectives of saving lives, we can all work together with a coherent plan.
We work with the statutory services quite a bit at the time in the hills. With where we are in the Peak District, Manchester Airport's main dumping ground really, if there's a problem with an aircraft, is in the Peak District. We need to train this. I hope it never ever has to happen, but if we've trained it, we know what we're doing.
It's day 2 of the Peak Diamond exercise. We've just started the briefings at the tactical level, just discussing how we're going to progress things for today. So they're trying to get a plan together now about getting out on the ground, making sure that they're recovering any of the casualties that might be out there, looking for items that may have come off the aircraft as well, or clues as to why this whole incident's come about.
One, I've done this exercise because it's the PDMRO's 60th anniversary, so there's no better way to celebrate than something big like this. Very, very proud of what we've all produced. Everybody that's been involved in this, just been amazing.
Mountain rescue is going to get involved. With major incidents in this country, where it's appropriate to use mountain rescue, and that's the important part of this. I think it's only getting physical contact between these agencies and mountain rescue that actually makes us work better, because ultimately that's what we're here for. It's about working together.
We've done everything we can to make it as realistic as possible. We couldn't do this exercise without the support of the sponsors. We're absolutely really grateful for that, because it's just allowed us to pull it all together to make sure it's going to be as successful as it's going to be. We can't be more grateful to the sponsors. Thank you.